Thank you so much for joining us on the program this morning. It is the special edition of the platform. I'm sure you must have heard what the jingles have been saying. 1 year countdown to Governor Alex Otti's administration. He got elected on March 18, 2023 and got inaugurated on 29 May 2023. Where you count it, you see it's almost 1 year after his inauguration as the governor of Abia State. And on the platform this morning, we'll be looking at what he has been able to achieve, his policies, his programs. Welcome once again. My name is Ginika Olwo. All right, my guest is already in the studio. He is an industrialist. I concern Abia, Chief Charles Nwangwa. He's already here in the studio. Good morning, Chief. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Good morning.
All right. Okay, maybe we'll just start with what happened on March 18, 2023, when Abians trooped out in their numbers to cast the vote. Just 4 days after that election, Governor Alex Otti was declared the winner by INEC. And I'm sure if you were around, even when you're not here in the state, wherever you were at that time in Nigeria, you must have heard, the fanfare, the pageantry, the razzmatazz that actually characterized his emergence. And one may be wondering, has he been able to live up to that expectation, going by the fact that he came on popular mandate, Chief?
Yes, thank you. First, I was around and participated fully in the election and made sure His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti was delivered, and I'm proud of the part I played in the election, both practically and in certain dynamics involved. Yes, for 24 years, Abians, they've been reeling in activity. Everything was just strong. It was a period of mediocrity and putting round pegs into square holes and all that. So Abians yearned for a change. It was a period of impunity and mediocrity. So they just did it, and it happened. Dr. Alex Otti presented himself. There was other good candidates like Professor from Greg University, Greg Ribe. He's equally a good man. But Alex Otti, because the Bible said if you are willing and obedient, so Alex Otti proved himself ready and willing, and Abians yearned for him. And I can tell you that it has been different, positive to the expectations of Abians. Alex Otti was like a player watching a football match from the sidelines, seeing all the fault lines, seeing all the mistakes, because the former team, when you pass a ball that you need a lefty to a righty, and what is he going to do with the ball? The one that's meant for somebody that will play right, to give it to somebody that plays left. So when Alex Otti came, he made sure these things was corrected. And you yourself, have you been to somewhere outside Abia State since Alex Otti became governor? When you tell them you're from Abia, what did they tell you? What's the reaction? They will hear, oh, Abia, you've got it right. Oh, you're doing well now. But before then, when you say you're from Abia, what was the reaction? You see, I don't fail exams because I give you sample, instant, what you're going to see there. So, from you yourself, from what you've seen outside Abia State, before, you're in Abia. Once you go to a place, it's death everywhere, the road, everything changed. Nobody needs telling you you've gotten to Abia State, whether federal road, state or local government road. If you are just driving on a good road, then you go, the road is not good, you're in Abia, but all those things are changing.
Well, Chief, when you said if you go out of the state, people will be saying, oh, you've gotten it right because you are from Abia State and all that. Many people here, especially those ones that have critical mind, they will say, well, how true could this be when you look at the issue of transparency in the governance of the state? So many people believe that, yes, the government or the governor may be doing one or two things right, but in terms of transparency, most of government activities, take for instance, award of projects. When you want to award projects, it goes through bidding process, you advertise. When you advertise, after you must have awarded, you tell the people, okay, look at the amount I'm giving this contract for, and the company, and when it will be delivered. But most Abians will say, why are we not seeing this? Could it be a media hype that when you go out of Abia State, and people will be saying, congratulations, you people have gotten it well. But when you come back here, you see some loopholes here and there.
Okay, I'll be biblical now. When Jesus Christ came out, the Messiah, and John the Baptist was still in prison because the Jews had a different conception of what the Messiah is from their eschatology. So they believe when the Messiah comes, nobody will praise, nobody. He told them, John the Baptist sent people, said, are you the one who is to come, or have you come? What did Jesus answer? Jesus told them, say, look, go and tell them, the blind now see, the lame now walk, the gospel is preached in Judea. So now go and see that all the federal roads abandoned are being done. You can now move from Aba to Port Harcourt. Ikorepe road, you can now go there. It is now working. And from Umuahia, even go as far as Anochukwu, work is being done daily. And you now see every road. Go to Aba, for instance. People can't believe they're in Aba. Places are open. You now move from Waterside, you go to Good Morning Emelogu, you see things happening. You go to the government secretariat, you find out that 8 o'clock workers are there. Even 7:30 they start coming. You find out that you're putting your document. Nobody. You find out that if there is a note, even from a commission, is expected. You find out that if perhaps governor means anything, everybody keep running. Nobody keep asking you whether it was written with red biro, green biro, black biro, all these things have changed. You can see that yourself. So that shows you things are happening. I will come to the time about contract due process on that. I will come to that, but I just want you to know, to see for yourself what you are seeing. Look at the roads. And Otti brought a new dimension to governance to show that he's not selfish. They think the previous administrations left behind. You see, this road belongs to Abians. I have to walk it, whether it was started by Governor Kyo, Governor T, but I will do it for Abians. And nobody has done that before. It's not even everything abandoned. Then about transparency, let me come to that. First, in government, even when you are being appointed, me, I can speak freely because I do not take any oath. They will not take me in. But in government, you have oath of confidentiality. When government is working, you keep it. But I can tell you, bring any specific project, you will see other tenders. You will see comments from the due process recommending that person. Either his price is the lowest, or they are the people with the competence. You will find out that, for instance, that Port Harcourt, a lot of contractors, Heartland and Co. failed. They don't have that equipment. You need a company like Julius Berger, a multinational with the necessary equipment that can even go on that. These are people who even build tunnels. So they recommend, World Bank recommend, what will the governor see? Go and bring out any contract. And if you go to court, subpoena, and you will see the due process. You will see other people that tendered that same contract, and you will see how that person got that contract. People just speak in isolation.
Does one need to go to due process to assess this? I mean, the governor sometimes commission projects, sometimes he flags off projects, and in the course of doing that, when you check other governors, they will tell you the process that they went through before landing that project to a particular contractor. And you tell us the amount, how it was bidded, and all that. But in this case, most people are not seeing it with the present government in the state.
Let me tell you something. A tiger does not prove his magnitude. A tiger, anybody you see coming, proving, telling you that he has something hidden. Otti is a man who rose from the ranks in the bank, from one bank to the other. In fact, banks hired him and rose to chief executive of a bank. And since he left, you remember, if you remember, there was a time they were even mooring the idea of even making him the CBN governor. But he wanted to be on the state, change the state where he comes from. If he wanted to be the CBN governor, he would have pursued it, he had a contact, would have been there. But he preferred being the governor of Abia State. If he wasn't a man of integrity, a man who knew what it takes, the world, and even before he became governor, he sees on some companies, even as far as Switzerland, on the world. So, all those things that he doesn't need to talk. You know, bankers, the way bankers are trained, bankers are like doctors. They don't just talk anyhow. They keep confidentiality. These are people who keep people's funds. Otti cannot come and start telling you this contract is this bill of this. You have the Freedom of Information Act. Go, they will give it to you. He doesn't have to start working about it. Just like me now. I write my name. I have my case. I send them abroad. I've trained them. I've done that. I've done that. Some do it. It's not necessary.
Okay, let's look at another issue where it has to do with the activities of the present administration of Governor Alex Otti, and that should be the issue of salary payment and human capital development. I don't know what your assessment will be on this, because I'm sure you must have heard that some people, civil servants, said that they've not received their salaries. Take, for instance, workers of Town Planning Authority, ABSUT, HMB, and the list is just endless. If you go to ABSU, it's still the same thing. And you remember that before Governor Alex Otti came on board, he actually campaigned vigorously, telling people that the issue of salary will be a thing of the past. Why are we still seeing this up to this moment?
Okay. The problem is that we've not been doing things right. In the last 24 years, before Otti came in, due process. My people have a proverb. They said, if a wicked act stays more than a year, then it becomes like a culture. People are not used to probity, to doing things well, to handling things well, to accountability. We don't do that before. And before now, every government runs on ad hoc. There's no proper procedure. There's nobody, even commissioners. Okay, look at all your commissioners of work. Like, this is the first time you are having a commissioner of work who is an engineer, somebody who was federal director of highways, who was in charge of federal maintenance agency, who knows, if you go to him and speak with him. We've not been doing that. You were giving commissioner, you were a slot. I can give MNK, oh, he worked for us, MNK, oh yeah, I give you slot, 3 councillors and 1 LD chairman. Anybody he brings goes. But now, it changed, and people find it difficult to check about the salaries. Before, there is nobody whose papers are correct, who has done his or her verification that is being owed salary. These are people, the process with which they were employed was not clear. I remember in the last administration, there's a particular chairman of local government commission or something, that the governor himself, the former governor himself, told me one-on-one, he allowed him to employ 15 people. But that person took over 1,500 people there, local government. Before now, you go to some offices that 15 people, 5 or 7 people are supposed to sit, you find 300 people on the list. If you say all of them come to work, there's even no way. What I'm telling you is first hand, because I confront people. The former governor, I told him, he told me, this man came, they need 15 people, whoever. Before you know, over 1,500, he not even removed him. And that same person even turned against him. Join another party to compare against him. Well, anything I tell you is something you will prove. I will give you instance. I will never be hyperbolic. I will tell you. So most of these people, they have not done their verification. They've not completed. You have people earning salary from 5 places, earning salary from car government, earning salary from the governor's office, earning salary from government house, and some are even abroad, earning salary, not even here. The governor says, I promised Abia people, I'm not going to distribute Abia money. I will account for Abia money. I will do this fully process. If we see your employment procedure is order, we will pay you. So that is just it. And I can assure you that let those people come, bring their letter of employment, prove that they were duly employed, that they went through the processes. The process of getting government job. My own son got employed in a federal agency. It took 3 months before them. They had to take the GMAT, had to take 3 months process and procedures and tests Let those people come, prove they went to the government and Otti is being ordered. And I can assure you, even if it's out of a municipal commission, right then, Otti is not one that look things. If you call him now, give him any report, he reads. Somebody was telling me, say, I've not seen this kind of governor. I wrote a letter, I sent it. I saw the governor read byline and underlying, meaning everything. It's a man who is thorough, but it's a man who hates being pushed. It's a man who hates being blackmailed. You can't harangue him.
Okay, so we're still talking about workers and their salaries. You know, upon assumption of office, Alex Otti actually laid off some workers, claiming that obviously, just like you pointed out, that they were not employed, using the due process approach and all that. And we understand that some people who have done their verification exercise, completed it, up to this moment have not received their salaries, and it's running into several months, some 4 months, some 7 months, some 6 months. In such situation, how would you now address it if you say it's people who have not done their verification, but some people have completed that, but up to this moment they have not received their pay? Chief,
can you I'm giving you a challenge, bring at least 10 of those people, bring their cases. I will personally send it to His Excellency, not even the Accountant General, not even the Commissioner, not even the AG, and I will tell you, they will get their payments made even with apology. If any officer somewhere along the line contributed to that, either like or anything, that person will pay for it.
Okay, if you're just joining us, it's still the special edition of the platform here on Flow 94.9 FM. It's also live on AF TV and radio television. My name is Ginika Olwa. My guest is Chief Charles Nwangwa, an industrialist, and we are looking at countdown to 1 year anniversary of Governor Alex Otti administration here in Abia State. You've heard him. Chief, let's come back and look at other issues, and that should be in the distribution of projects. When you look around, would you say the governor has been equitable in the distribution of projects, maybe road infrastructure, across the 17 local governments of the state?
Yes, first we have 3 senatorial zones. If things to do, you can't divide them by 17 or more, then at least you divide by 3, which is 3 senatorial zones. Even the federal government does that. If something is not enough to go through 36 state plus 1, then they look at the 6 geographical zones. Otti, to be fair, in fact, Otti even shocked me. Like if you come to a case of appointment, some areas that did not even give him vote, he gave them very strategic posts and keep giving. In other not, he is doing the from Uzakole down to Ohafia, down to Anochukwu. From Umuahia to Uzakole to Anochukwu, we have covered 2 senatorial zones, Abia Central and Abia North, 3 of us. Okay, you come down from Aba towards Port Harcourt, you are not aware of Abia South. In Abia Central, where he comes from, is from Nwangwa South. The roads that were made trouble, if you go to from Umenye down to Umeka Junction, down to Nwangwa Junction, everywhere. In fact, Abia is one full work. Then you come down south to Abia, look at what is happening to Aba. Everywhere. Even the first thing he did, this is the only state the federal minister for work has visited up to 3 times. The first thing he did, that is why you need to have people who are capable. That is why we are lucky to have Alex Otti. He called the minister for works. And again, good at him. He has, some of these contractors, CCEC and so on, they started work on Port Harcourt Aba Road. If you come to Abia South, most of the abandoned projects are being done. Then you come down to if you come down a place like Obingwa that links stays between Aba and Nwangwa South. 2, we had a lot of ongoing work. If you go to from Obikabia Junction down to Waterside, they completed that road. I'm talking of Obingwa side now.
Yes, I'm also talking about Okwa.
Okay, if you go to Okwa, he has also commissioned, the first thing he did was to commission Okwa before he became governor. From Opopo Junction, that has been a road, down to Okwa was a motorable. They did rehabilitation work. Now you can drive from Opopo Junction or Farm Road down straight to Okwa. He commissioned the road there first. And he's also going to build, people don't know that, from Aba, what we call Oboya Road is direct to Oboya from Aba. Otti, they are working on all those places. So tell me the area you feel he's not doing anything. Is it Umunuch? Is it where? Tell me. Bring the place. In fact, he's even doing so much under 1 year. Anybody who feels his place is neglected should tell us. If they do your road, the former governor did your road, then, and he did not do the other person's road, he has to go and do that one. Since you have the road in good condition, he will do it. Let him square up and come back to you.
So, in the we talked about the issue of people, the workers, project, and all that. So, the issue of those people that is still planning to lay off, because I understand that he's planning to lay off some people, workers in Abia State Town Planning Authority, he's planning to lay them off. So, because maybe they did not come into the system, just like he said, through due process, they should be laid off. These are Abians we're talking about, Chief.
See, we are Abians. We cannot, because we are Abians, we mess up the whole system. What if a place like this, your office now, you have 50 people employed, taking pay now? This office cannot even physically accommodate more than 15 people, and you have 50 to 100 people. So what do? And don't forget that Alex Otti is on a background where you have to deliver, you have to have results. He doesn't believe in wastage. I'm telling you that there's nobody useful, properly employed, that he is going to lay off.
Somebody that has worked for 10 years, wasn't properly employed, Chief?
Worked for 10 years?
Yes.
Let the person show his documents, show his employment. He cannot just remove people. But you know places like town planning. You know what happens like town planning and works? You have, if it is in the criminals, you have what you call supernumeraries. They normally employ people on part-time, like people who go out, give them information, then they work on it. Those casual workers. Those ones, depends on what they work, their budget and the money they give them is not from salary. So go and find out the circumstance before they lay off. And I can assure you that Otti is law abiding. Governor Alex Otti is law abiding. He can't just pull somebody off, somebody doing useful job. He will not do that.
Okay, let's just take a breather now. When we come back, we'll look at other areas as they affect the governance in Abia State under the leadership of Governor Alex Otti. Stay with us. All right, welcome back to the program. Still the countdown to 1 year anniversary of Governor Alex Otti here on Full 94.9 FM. It's also live on AF News. My name is Ginika Olwaha, and Chief Charles Nwangwa, an industrialist, is my guest. Welcome back to the program, Chief.
Thank you.
Now let's talk politics. You've reeled out so many good things Governor Alex Otti is doing, and he is the leader of the Labour Party in the state. If he's so doing well, why are we not seeing most people from PDP, APC, flooding the Labour Party? Why are we seeing PDP members moving to APC? Not just, a handful coming to Labour Party. Why is it like that? Since the governor, according to you, is doing very well.
First, you all know the situation of things before the governor came in and the circumstance. When the governor came in, I'm not talking in terms whether any balance was left or not. Morally, structurally, or otherwise, he did not even start from ground zero. He started minus. I used to tell people, if you have 10,000 naira and I'm owing 100,000 naira, you are richer than me by might. So I have to clear that 2,000 I'm going, get into zero, then work hard before getting again. So there was no structure in place. So Alex Otti came with a mandate to, for the first 2 years at least, to get something on the table for Abians before playing politics and otherwise. So Alex Otti, being a technocrat, has concentrated on changing. You can agree with me that he has changed the image of Abians. The paradigm has shifted. Now Abia is on a new trajectory, new system, and people can see that it's visible. So he is working. He does not want distractions. Even at that, in Labour Party, a lot of people are coming in quietly, going. I can tell you, as we speak today, that over 60% of well-meaning Abians are with Alex Otti. Over 60. And what you need to win an election is 50.00001%. If they do election today, Alex Otti will go back again. People are coming. Labour Party, a lot of people are making inquiries. Most of the mayors he appointed, some are doing well, some are not doing well. He just basically go and work. He told them, leave politics for now. Leave politics, let us work for people. We have time for that. That notwithstanding, a lot of people are moving it. I know so many people that have approached me, that have come, that the governor is not somebody who believes in fanfare, who likes fanfare, make believe. No. And about other parties moving. For instance, PDP has already been in disarray, and PDP has a lot of baggages. That's what Igbos call Jehovah Igbo Promadi Ibunjo. Those people, even in PDP going to APC, has never been real PDP. PDP is a party that started in 1999 with their ideologies. You have people like Tono Kasanya, you have Abaribe, you have other well-meaning people, the late Ojuma Dekwe and the rest of them. They became infiltrated with certain ideology, the PPA. So instead of PDP, you have PPA PDP, you have APC PDP. Now, what is just happening is what I call political shifting. They are being shifted. And I can tell you that they will rebuild PDP, the owners of PDP will rebuild PDP, and PDP will stand in formidable for. You never know what is going to happen. That PDP might with Labour. Labour might go with anybody will go. But for now, politics and all that is not Alex Otti's problem. Everything is okay. Like Alex said, he doesn't have enough money to go and share people. Let us build a foundation. Let us give Abians what they will be proud of. Then we can go to the next step.
Chief, you're a politician. You also agree with me that politics is a game of numbers. You need people. You need people to come into your party, build a structure, and enable you win. And that should be the major objective of every political party, to win election. So if you are saying that it's not time for politics, but we look around, even across the country, people are still moving. Realignment, alignment here and there. Why are we not seeing it? Because you've said Otti has done so well. I mean, if one has done well, people will want to identify with the person. And therefore, coming, okay, the person will say, I'm declaring for LP simply because of what the governor is doing. Why are we not seeing that?
People are declaring. Maybe that is why I told you that the governor does not believe in fanfare. And I can assure you, after this first anniversary, I will even advise the governor, say, please, soften a little bit. You will see it. People are coming. Like in my ward, people are coming. The only thing is that, to be honest, in the Labour Party, we have few demagogues, and they don't have the support of the governor. We have some high-handed people, mayors and all that. The governor is noting all this and the complaint of units of people. But I'm telling you that well-meaning true people, concerned Abians, very well-meaning important personalities, they make contact with me every day. Even on their own, they propagate the Labour Party. Labour Party has people intact. It's just that they are not into publicity about party and this and that. And don't forget that there's a proverb. My father told me that if the white man wants to leave an office, that he will go to mess, shit on the table, lock the office. Then by the time you open the office, the stench alone will push you. Then you have to be courageous enough, clean the mess, then put disinfectant, then get your seat. If you need to change the table or you need to manage it, then you sit on. So Otti, first of all, came into an office that was heavy stench of putrid. He had to clean it, and he just, for goodness sake, just 1 year, not up to 1 year. And he has 4 years. It is just the first year he's been grappling with. I can tell you that by the second year, things will be easier. I speak as an observer. What I'm seeing, practical, like you too, can also testify to what you are saying. I don't have any appointment with government. I don't have any post. I just an individual. And no government sponsored me. Nobody sponsored me. The government might even be surprised to see that I'm here now. He has his people he appointed. But he told them, no incendiary propaganda. Concentrate and work. Let us achieve results. So that is why you've not been hearing this and that. But since it's what you people want to hear, I will advise the governor from now. Then people will now see that Labour Party is conquering.
Yeah, because even some of the Labour Party members are also complaining of government. I mean, the governor not supporting them financially and all that. In fact, as it stands today, I don't know if you're a member of the Labour Party. Do they have anything like publicity secretary? We've never heard. All the schools, we do not hear about them. We only hear about the chairman once in a while who has actually complained of the same thing. Chief, is that how to, maintain a structure politically ahead of an election that is even coming? You do not know what the outcome of such an election will be.
Okay. In one of the interviews I granted that will soon be published, I made it clear that the orientation agency, they have a lot of work to do. The people needs being oriented. For 24 years, we've been to a system, we believe to a system where you just get the party hierarchy, give them all what they want, equip them. When election comes, they rig, they fight, they snatch and deliver. But Alex Otti is changing this. He's throwing it back to the people. He wants the people themselves to be the government, to be the part of the government. In an election, the people comes out. And I can tell you, the commoners, the people on the roads, are happy. Go to Aba, go to the street, they are seeing the changes. Anytime, any day, they follow Labour Party. The party people have been used to in the past, where, just look after the party, it's all over. Instead of building roads for community, give the party stalwart their vehicle, give the party wards their money, let him build his house, let him build his duplex. Maybe every Sunday he kills one goat, gives them every 2 weeks, then the party is working. Alex Otti is trying to make us understand that politics and everything is not all about to go and share money. And I can tell you there is no party person that has something to do. They've distributed new new member registers. All this is for money. They are working, they are still going. And it's been distributing palliatives too. The party people have been getting. But if you know party, play political party people are hardly satisfied. They are like Oliver trees, they never get enough. But very soon, the governor is going to focus his life on that regard. Okay. He will directly do things himself. Maybe the people he sent who are in charge of handling these things are not delivering his messages and his vision very well.
Okay, I think it's time for us to open the phone lines. So many people are listening to you across the state and beyond, and they want to be part of this discussion. It's time for us to turn the microphone to them so they can make their own contributions on the show. The numbers to call are 08081826949 or 081105229.
No code, no verification. If you want it, I will bring the names, 11 names I'm having with me now.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, Chief.
You see, I told you no code. There is nobody who is verified.
If you say no code, who is supposed to provide the code for them? Are they supposed to generate it themselves? Is it not a kind of lapse?
The little I know, they should go through that department. They have a process of getting the code. And once they get it, and that's it.
Okay, 08081826949 or 08116052949. Let's take another call now. Hello, good morning.
Mr. America,
thank you so much.
I'm calling from the honestly to speak. See, let me start by saying that this singing, racist testimony cannot help to balance this administration, because that was the reason why the former administration did not perform well. But this one, I know that the chief in the studio is not been appointed, but he's just speaking by his own personal assessment. But I want to tell him that yes, you and I can agree that there's some setup the governor is doing well, but there's a particular place he is supposed to touch, and that place where people are hammering. They are hammering on that particular area. Well, what is that area? For example, a staff working in council, they meted her on February, even this April. Remember that he has done this investigation, and they have been paying her, but on February, they meted her, on April, they meted her. Then again, I have a teacher also. The teacher on that January, they did not pay him. He went to according to how they directed him. He came to Maya, and because of the woman in charge, they were even like when they just walk him out of that office. So what I'm trying to say, let them go close. Let go government. Let me know what people are saying, not because of we are here to castigate him or not, but we are seeing that he wants to do something that will benefit others. But for now, in terms of especially people working at the council and the teachers.
Thank you.
School teachers, please.
Thank
go
you.
to him. No, this thinking place is the place. We don't need him now.
Okay.
So go to him and talk to him.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can take the final time before we take our Facebook page. Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. What's your name? Go ahead. He's listening. Go ahead.
Alright, I really know that person that Mr. Prince is. I'm happy to tell us in the studio.
Go ahead, Prince Will.
Alright, now let me start with first of all, I congratulate the governor on his about to be 1 year in office. Congratulations, our able governor. My take to you, my governor, is this. One of my questions is this. Governor, we would like to know that secret that you have kept secret from us. That secret or that magic you have in generating funds to do all these projects and others. So please, we, the people you need, want to hear that magic you have. Then finally, the question of whether some people are not coming to your party, Labour Party, that one is an open secret. Those that stop themselves from entering into Labour Party rather going to another party, they are trying to cover themselves. They are trying to engulf themselves from being prosecuted by EFCC. That is the simple and the
all right. Thank you so much, Prince Will. Let's go over to our Facebook page quickly. Chukwu Emeka Oscar said, no one disengage anybody. You only disengage someone who was inappropriately employed. I think that's what he wants to talk about. Ifanyana said he's God signed to Abia State, the Moses of Abia State. May the Almighty God in his infinite mercy bless and protect him. Thank you so much. Leonard Mosu say, good morning, sir. Please, on the issue of salary payment, I advise that the governor brings out 1 week to solve this problem. Rather than speaking English, people are dying. Thank you so much. Wednesday Victor said, please, what plan does the present administration have for the disengaged Abia workers? Things are hard economically in the country. Well, Chief, I think we need to leave the studio. But before we do that, I'm sure you must have heard what people said, especially in the area of salary payment and disengaged workers. What's your final take as we exit the studio?
Yes, I'm happy people honestly came out, unlike your studio, unlike in the present administration where people are directed on what to say and what not to say. Governor Alex Otti is going to do something. He's going to set up a committee that will look at all these complaints. I think he has had such, but he's going to set up a stronger one now. He is a listening governor, and he takes it seriously. So I will ask all of us, in just 1 year, to give him the support. As we are entering the second year, things are going to be different. And I want to tell people, Labour Party is there. The people living PDP are wrong baggages. They couldn't deliver PDP. And I can assure you, by the time they get to APC, they will add more to APC's problem. So Labour Party will stay with there unless we continue to serve, and he will serve to the next level and next time.
All right. Let me sincerely thank you, an industrialist and the concerned Abia Chief Charles Nwangwa. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope to be here again.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. And to all of you who called in and who sent in your messages on our Facebook page, thank you so much. May God bless you. Sincere thanks to AF News and Flow 94.9 FM, Emenike and Samson. Thank you so much.